ensconced between the Satluj and the Byas, lies the beautiful city of Kapurthala. Coming up here in the I.K. Gujral Technical University is an impressive museum, Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar. This premises is adorned by the attractive viewing tower styled in Pranam Mudra and the museum building with a magnificent national emblem in the center. We enter through a grand gateway reminiscent of our independence, and walking through the green manicured lawns, we reach the majestic Pranam Mudra viewing tower, reflective of our rich culture, which warmly welcomes the visitors. The reception on the ground floor of this building provides information about the premises. Organized in 5 zones, the museum houses one central installation with 4 other zones depicting distinct parts of Baba Saheb's life. In the first zone, the prism roof made of glass splits the natural light into a spectrum, symbolizing Baba Saheb's 7 attributes. It includes a child's curiosity, a social reformer's compassion, persistent efforts for change, writings emerging from knowledge, actions coming from awareness, devotion to nation building, and his great legacy. We get glimpses of Baba Saheb's life in the next zone. The journey of Dr. Ambedkar's inspiring leadership is depicted through an art installation in the next section. Here we learn about his family, education, and early life. Education and books had an important place in Baba Saheb's life. A spacious library has been created, canopied by a tree, symbolizing knowledge. Here we can read digital and real books written by him and also the ones dedicated to him. Baba Saheb's personal library in Rajgarh had 50,000 books. A representative presentation of that has been made here. A kinetic installation supported by extended LEDs tells us about Baba Saheb's life and his contributions, which is reflective of his lofty personality. Baba Saheb had been honored not only in India but internationally too. His statues have been installed in many parts of the world. In this section, a collection of his awards and honors is on display, along with his sculptures. The young Bhimrao had a deep understanding of the social discrimination of his time. His sensitive heart led him to undertake many effective efforts to get rid of these social ills. In the third section of this part, an attempt has been made to present the society of that time through the eyes of Bhimrao. His journey to Punjab has been presented as a part of his nationwide tour. When he understood the heart and soul of this place, and through his addresses, he attempted to bring about awareness. His socio-economic reforms have been depicted through an art installation of a dandelion. The dandelion being a symbol of the growing influence of his views. Baba Saheb had built many social political organizations to bring about socio-economic reforms. We learn about these in the next zone through original newspapers on display as well as through various digital installations. In the fourth zone, Baba Saheb has been shown as the architect of the Constitution. Here, in the first section, we view the Constitution through the eyes of Baba Saheb. Here we get significant information related to the making of the Constitution in many interesting ways. The preamble to the Constitution can be understood in detail in the next section. We can scan and save a copy of the preamble in our phones in the language of our choice. In the next zone, we express our gratitude to him for this precious gift. The Constitution of India is a priceless gift to all of us by Dr. Ambedkar. The various stages of the making of the Constitution and the signatures of all the members on the original copy has been exhibited through a large installation in this zone. An attempt has been made to present alive the meetings of the Constituent Assembly. Special mention has been made of the members of the drafting committee from Punjab. The far-sightedness of the Constitution protects every citizen of our nation. The large immersive presentation in the next zone explains all the helplines. Baba Saheb's views have influenced many Supreme Court judgments. These have been shown here through digital panels. Baba Sahib's views and thinking is reflected till date in the working of the Reserve Bank of India and the Social Welfare Ministry. His legacy is presented in this section. Not only India, but nations and institutions across the world are influenced by the ideology of Dr. Ambedkar. An absorbing collection of this is available here. Whether it is individual growth or nation development, Dr. Ambedkar believed that education played a very important role in both. His message of educate, agitate and organize has been exhibited here in an inspiring way. He believed that only a united nation is able to develop and prosper. He therefore encouraged and motivated the people of the nation to eradicate social discrimination and be united. His strong views on national unity have been presented through robotics in this zone. Now we move to the final zone of the museum, where we hear the last speech that he gave in the Parliament. Spellbound by his power of words, we come out of the museum. Before you leave, please do visit the Pranam Tower, where a few more interesting experiences await you. You have the opportunity to purchase memorabilia from the souvenir shop. And here's a cafe to relax with a cup of tea and some refreshments. Let's go to the top of the tower for not only an arresting view of the magnificent museum building, but also of the entire Kapurthala town. Sunset adds more charm to the place when magic is created by the grand laser and projection shows held at the Pranam Tower. With this, we complete our wonderful tour, carrying incredible memories of the charming town of Kapurthala.
ਸਾਡੇ ਮਾਨਯੋਗ ਮੁੱਖ ਮੰਤਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਕੋਈ ਕਸਰ ਬਾਕੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਛੱਡੀ। ਸੋ ਇਹ ਸਮਾਗਮ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਟਾਈਮ ਸਫਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਏਗਾ ਜੇ ਅਗਰ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਗੱਲ ਮੈਂਸ਼ਨ ਨਹੀਂ